Make sure you watch to the end because I'll actually explain it in English, not the stupid rhymes that I like to do. Place that trade, you better be clear. Order type matters, let me steer. Market order, fastest in town. Buy or sell now, no messing around. No price target, no delay. Best price fills it right away. No, a limit order, now you name your shot. Buy low or sell high, hit that spot. You might not fill, but that's okay. You're in control of what you pay. Buy limit, set below the tape. Wait for the dip, then you escape. Sell limit, price must rise. You won't sell cheap, aim for the sky. Stop order, that's a trigger trap. Turns to a market order just like snap. Buy stop above the high, used to catch that breakout sky. Sell stop below the floor, protects your gains if it drops some more. Stops don't sit on the book and sight. They hide till triggered, then they take flight. Stop limit, mix of the two. Trigger hits, but limits do. More control, but risk is real. If price skips past, no deal. GTC or day, time and force. Day expires, GT stays the course. You want control, learn this stuff, because sloppy orders, that gets rough. Solicited, rep gave the pitch, brought up the stock, flipped that switch. It's on them, so suitability is key. The firm stands tall for that rec, you see. Unsolicited, that's your own call. You picked the name, you made it all. The rep just wrote it, no advice, so suitability is not the slice. You can be unsolicited and not held too. Different terms, better know what's true. A held order, it's locked in tight, rep must follow, no room for flight. No delay, no picking time. You give the shot, they walk the line. Not held, that's a looser play. Rep can choose the time of day. Price and timing, they decide, but only for that one-time ride. And no, don't twist it. Get this fixed. Not held is not unsolicited. Don't get it mixed. Now discretion, now the rep's in charge. Picking trades, small, medium, and large. Asset, action, and amount. Even one of those starts to count. But to trade like that, they need a key. Power of attorney officially. Signed by the client, the firm approves. Without that doc, make no moves. Not held is not that. It's just one shot. Time and price, but that's the lot. No POA, no rep, no free reign. So don't confuse what's not the same. Orders matter, don't screw it up. Write the ticket, fill the cup. Fast or slow, precise, or best efforts. Know the difference or fail the test. Now we're going to get into what each one really thing is, because I know it's painful to listen to my rhymes. So a market order is just, I'm willing to accept whatever price it is. If it's a buy market order, you'll buy it at whatever price it is, which is usually the ask. But if you sell market order, you're going to sell it at whatever the bid is. So remember, a market order means you just want to get it done. Immediate execution, you're going to get it. I don't care about price. Just buy it or just sell it. So remember, you buy at the ask or you sell at the bid. So when you place a market order to buy, you're going to buy it at the ask, which is where people are willing to sell it. And when you sell at the market, you're going to sell it at the bid where people are willing to buy it. A limit order is when you place a limit on it. That sounds circular, right? So if I want to buy 100 shares at $50, 50, I don't want to pay more than 50. I'll pay 50 or less, but I won't pay more than that. And I usually place that below the market where it's trading because I want to get a discount. When the stock drops, I'll buy it. A sell limit is when you say a sell at 50, you're going to place that above the market. I'm willing to sell it at 50 or better, which is higher. So again, a buy limit, you want to buy it at a price or lower or better, same thing. And a sell limit, you want to sell it at a price or higher, which is or better. So you place a price. So if I say buy 100 shares at 50, you will not pay 50.01. You will not pay 50.02. You can pay 50, 49, 48. If I want to sell 100 at 50, you will not sell it at 49. You will not sell it at 49.99. You will sell it at $50 or higher. So again, buy limits are placed below, sell limits are placed above. Now, before I get into the stop limits and all this shit, I'm not even sure I will. There's a thing called held versus not held. A held order means I'm telling you to buy it right now. You have to buy it. Don't negotiate, no fighting over it, just buy it at the price. And if I see a trade, I want it. Held means I'm holding you to sales, you need to get it. Not held means I'm giving you the order and I'm letting you screw around with it a little bit. I was going to say something else, but screw around with it. Like maybe I'll give you 1,000 shares of IBM to buy. You'll buy a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the afternoon, but you have to be done in the same day. So it has to be the same day. This is not the same as power of attorney. This is called price and time discretion. So not held means I'm giving the rep, or the customer is giving the representative the ability to screw around with prices and try to get a better price. So I'm not held. Held means buy it. I just want to buy it. Don't screw around. Don't wait if you can. Not held means I'm giving you some time and price discretion to kind of not worry about it. Just get the price you can. That's not, again, a new one. Now, that's not the same as power of attorney. Power of attorney is, it has to be in writing. You have to get it in writing, in hand, not in the mail, in hand, where you can actually choose the trade without even calling the customer first. As a rep, you can say, look, I think they need to buy IBM. It's suitable. Boom. Now, the problem is they will check it. The principal will check it at the end of the day to make sure you're not screwing your customer over. You do have to do the right thing. And they will find out the next day through a confirm or in their statements. But again, discretion, power of attorney, is the rep is choosing the trade. They're buying the asset, the amount, or the action, buy, sell, the amount, and the asset. You're choosing all of them. Not held, you're not choosing the amount, the action, or the asset. But discretion you are. And discretion can go over a day. So you can say, listen, on Monday I want to buy IBM, and you have power of attorney, and you're like, ooh, Monday's not a good day, maybe I'll buy on Tuesday. You're allowed to do that because you have discretion to do that. A not held order will absolutely end at 4 p.m. Now, another one that people get screwed up on is unsolicited versus solicited. Super easy. Unsolicited is the customer calls you and says, I want to buy the shares. The rep is not choosing. Sure, you're you. The rep is not choosing anything. They didn't make a recommendation. They didn't call up and say, hey, buy this. Basically, a customer came up and said, I want to buy 1,000 shares of International Buggy Whip, and you have to do it, even if it's unsuitable. As long as they're legally allowed to do it. As long as it's legal, they're allowed to do it, then you can do any trade, even if it's unsuitable, because it's their choice to do it. Now remember, solicited is where you, the rep, call up the customer. It's not discretion. You have to get permission still. You call up the customer and say, hey, Ken, buy 1,000. I want you to buy 1,000 shares of 50. And you go, and I'll go, okay, do it. And then you'll execute it. Or you say, I think you should buy IBM here or Tesla. I think you should sell it. You're making suggestions. Think of solicited as you're making a suggestion to the customer and they say yes or no. Unsolicited, the customer calls. Solicited, the rep makes a suggestion. Discretion, the rep can do it without permission from the customer ahead of time. They get power of attorney ahead of time, but on each trade, they don't have to. So again, solicited and discretion are not the same thing. Solicited, you need to call the customer and tell them what you think they should do, and they can say yes or no. Discretion means you can do it without even telling them. Let's go, baby.